Welcome, my chingoos, to episode 66 of This Week in K-Pop. In this episode, we will talk about CLC, Gain, Kisum, Minah, Rap Monster, Red Velvet, and more.
And more.
My name is Steven, and with me is my co-host Josh.
Hello.
Now, This Week in K-Pop is a discussion podcast that covers the last 2 weeks of K-pop music video releases. And each week, Josh and I will choose what we think is the best song of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, so things are kind of picking up a little bit, comparatively.
Yes. I mean, by like a 10,000-fold.
Yeah, because I remember, maybe in February, we were like, holy shit, the K-pop game, the K-pop game better be stepping up. But it's been doing slightly better over the past, month or so, right?
Yeah, I think March has been better, but I still think there hasn't been an amazing song yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there have been songs that I've been listening to constantly, but comparatively to other songs from past years, probably not on the same level though.
No, but again, if this episode's any indication,
things are looking up.
Yeah, things are looking up.
Yeah.
But anyways, if this is your first time, this was the most professional intro I think we've done in a long time.
Yeah, we usually ramble and make stupid jokes, and then we're like, oh yeah, we have to tell them what we do here.
It's oh yeah, this podcast is about this.
The last 2 weeks of K-pop.
But something that I always want to mention that I just don't do, which is if you're watching this, on YouTube, just know that we try to release it every Sunday, every 2 weeks. So today is March. What the heck day is today?
21st? Is that?
Yo, it's March 22nd. Well, technically it's Monday right now when we're recording this. It's 12:30 a.m.
Yeah, so it's 21st, sort of.
Yeah, but the audio version, because I know thousands of people listen to the audio version, that's usually released on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear the podcast first, you should find us on YouTube, because not that many people listen to us on YouTube.
Yeah, maybe a couple hundred, maybe 300 to 500, I think. And
probably only 100 of those people actually finish the entire podcast.
Yeah, who use YouTube as the main way to listen to the podcast.
I mean, I like the audio podcast much more because I can do that while I'm doing anything. Plus, I splice in the songs and stuff. Yeah. But we're just letting people know there's an option. You should take it.
Yeah, and if you're watching the YouTube version, it usually takes about a day for us to put in all the little annotations and such, because we do this Sunday night and then I go home and I sleep because we have work in the morning. So yeah,
and right now it's 12:30 a.m. so it's going to be a fun Monday. But anyways, let's get started. It was a really big week.
It was quite a big week, yeah.
A big week because we actually started doing reaction videos again.
We've done 5 maybe in the past 2 weeks.
I think more in the last 2 weeks than the 6 months.
Yeah.
And that was a very conscious choice. I really, really wanted to do more
reactions, yeah.
But anyway, so you might have heard some of our thoughts already, but let's just get to it. What is your favorite song of the last 2 weeks?
So my favorite song of the last 2 weeks is a song we did a reaction on. It's Gain's Apple. Now, Gain is back being her naturally risque self with 2 videos. We're going to talk about Gain's Apple and also Gain Paradise Lost.
Yeah. We'll talk about Apple first.
Yeah. So Apple, we've did reactions for both of them. Apple was by far my favorite out of the 2. Probably, maybe even my favorite Gain song ever. Yeah, and that's saying a lot because I really, really liked Bloom, and I don't know, there's just something about the way this song is produced. I think it really, really suits her voice, and I just am a really big fan of this type of mixing of sounds. It reminds me, okay, this sounds like a really, really strange kind of comparison, but if you guys know DJ Premier, he's a rap producer, and he kind of has he usually has a style where he has a beat going, and then it's a pause and some effect, or some guys going and for some reason, I think it's because I listened to a lot of his stuff when I was younger. I really, really liked that style. Right, that style kind of is nostalgic for me, and this song kind of reminds me of that type of producing that I really like. Yeah.
I mean, I will agree this is my favorite Gain song. I mean, I haven't heard a lot of her music. Just, of course, just her singles, since I'm not a huge album guy. But I think this is definitely the most pop-ish one, which is probably why I like it. I think Jay Park, who's featured in the song, matches really, really well.
Very well, yeah.
This is like the Jay Park that we need. You know, this is the Jay Park we want. We don't want I'm Going Hard like on Black Jay Park. I want like I don't know. I want Jay Park.
Yeah, like Jay Park has I feel like 3 different rapping styles. Like one is like I'm hardcore, I'm a gangster, I want you to know that.
Yeah.
And there's one where he's kind of like I'm rapping, you know, I'm part of SNL kind of like I'm a rapper, but I also like to joke around, right? And then there's a singing Jay Park.
Yeah.
We prefer the singing Jay Park over anything, but we will take the SNL Jay Park also.
Yeah.
At least over the.
Usually when he's featured as a rapper, he's the good kind of rapping.
Yeah. More relaxed, having a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Type of Jay Park. Yeah.
And this song is really fun, and you know, Gain, of course, is very known for her, like you said, her sexuality and stuff. But
pushing the boundaries.
But I really think she really didn't give a fuck. Like, she didn't really push any boundaries.
No. At least
this time.
Yeah, at least not in.
Even in the next, you know, in Paradise Lost, I you know, compared to Fuck You, I mean, the song was called Fuck You.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and it was about, I mean, the video was about
pretty much rape
in
relationship, out of relationship, like
marital
rape,
abuse.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, she's talking about this, and that's great.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was a lot more tame. Like,
yeah.
Granted, she kind of does the Nicki Minaj plank gyration thing in the Paradise Lost, where she's just, you know, laying flat and she
just like drops her
crotch on the ground. But you know, that's Apple, which happens to be the 19+ video, strangely enough. Although I think that's for the lyrics.
Yeah. But even the lyrics are just. I mean, so because they changed this the rating after.
Oh, after it
came
out?
They changed it, like they downgraded it to 15+ after. Okay. Like people were like, why is it 19?
Yeah, because we were like, why is it 19? It doesn't make any sense.
They changed it to 15 after like maybe a couple of weeks. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I might have picked this song if, like, this is gonna sound awful, but if I remember this song existed. Like, honestly, like,
yeah, because this song,
I just forgot. Like, we did a reaction for it, and I was like, oh man, this song was kind of cool, but it was so short. And then you were like saying how, oh my god, there better be a long version, and then I just forgot about this song. I just forgot, so I didn't even listen to it that much.
Honestly, like, when we were going to record this, I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, what song would I say is a good song last 2 weeks? And I was like, oh well, Gain's Apple was good, but I think it was during the time where Fiesta released something. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I can choose that. What else is? But it was in the last 2 weeks, so it's just.
But that Fiesta song.
That Fiesta song, though.
I love that song.
That Fiesta song might be like in the top 10 in the end of the year. I'm just gonna say that now.
I mean, if this is any guess as to what the entire year is gonna be, that's gonna be top like 5 for sure.
That song is really good.
This year,
I really like that song.
Poopity poop.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk about. So that was your pick of the episode. But Gain, of course, also released Paradise Lost.
Yep.
Which was her lead single.
Yeah.
Apple was kind of like the secondary
kind of
one.
Yes, like kind of a intro-ish to the album. I don't know.
But I mean, we did a reaction for this too. Our thoughts were pretty much like, I think it's kind of like, this song.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really like our type of music, I guess.
Yeah. Did your thoughts change like after listening to it again or anything like that?
I did get a little bit more appreciation of like the producing in general, because whoever produced Gain's album, they did a pretty fantastic job. If it was more than one person or one person, I'm pretty sure it's more than one person, but the way that the album was gathered, it has like a really wide range of sounds, and that's really like impressive to me.
Yeah, especially in the K-pop world.
Even if I don't really agree with like it's not really like my type of music, the type of music I want to listen to, like you still have to be like, oh, that's a pretty well made album, right?
Right. Yeah, I think Gain does actually like she does have like sounds dumb, but she has music in her albums.
Yeah.
Like sometimes albums are just like singles. There's no like actual music like musical reach.
Yeah.
Like she actually tries different sounds and she tries not just, pop radio hits. If that makes sense.
And I mean that it takes a lot of gall because you could have a really, really weird sound and then people just might not even identify with it, so
I think that's why I like Apple more because Apple is more of the pop sound and that's what I like personally. This song I can't even I don't even really remember what this song sounds like.
It's very like theatrical and
and the dance we talked about how like it's a pretty cool dance other than the fact that it's been kind of done before. We said Sunmi did a dance very similar to this, although hers is a little bit more idly.
It was quite more idly, less interpretive, I guess.
But on the other scale, the super interpretive version of this was also done by a Wonder Girls member. Hotfelt. So pretty much the two Wonder Girls did this, and Gain kind of took the middle ground and kind of put some sexiness, put her stank on it.
It's kind of like both of those styles were very like new at the time, even though they've probably been done before. Like they were very at the time very novel, right? Yeah,
I think they still were. Like there's not that many groups there's definitely not that many groups that have ever done the Hotfelt pure interpretive dance. Modern weirdness. And Sunmi's whole like we're just no shoes, we're just doing it. Like I still now is still not
you don't really see that. Like most groups will wear like heels or
but I don't know. I think Gain I think a lot of people really hype when she comes back, which is weird because like when she's part of Brown Eyed Girls, not that they've done that much in the last couple of years, but
no one's really that excited about Brown Eyed Girls anymore. I mean, they still have their fans.
That's some butt.
But that's guy butt.
There is guy butt in this video, and it's rated 15. Like, how crazy is that?
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, I legitimately see like full moon.
Right. And like I thought, we must have been like mistaken, and then you'll read like a K-pop article that was like they literally had 20 naked dudes and she was really in front of them. Like these are actual naked dudes writhing around on the floor. They're not wearing like nude color, underwear or anything like that. I don't know. I do think Gain gets a pass for a lot of things. Like she's doing some pretty sexual moves that I think if it was Stellar, or if it was Four Ladies that were doing groundwork like that, people would be like, yo, bitch, that's too far.
I think the reason for that is because like girl groups, they change their concepts so drastically sometimes. Like you'll have a group that comes out very cutesy and all of a sudden they're like putting their
dicks
vaginas,
in their mouth.
Like dicks in their mouth, like their vaginas are all over the place. But Gain, like tried and true, she is like, I'm gonna do sexy, and then I'm gonna do sexy again, and then the next release I'm gonna do sexy. Like when Gain puts out a song, you're like
you believe it.
It's gonna have some sort of sexualness in it, right? It's gonna have some sort of raunch, or something, right? Like
anytime someone says raunch, this is weird. All right, so stay with me.
You think ranch?
No, whenever. Well,
I think ranch.
I don't think ranch, but now that you say ranch, I really want some ranch. My mom's actually sending me some ranch because I ran out of ranch. Yeah, so I was like, Mom, Mommy, please.
Dude, can you
mail me some? She already mailed it.
Oh, you mother asshole.
But I'll give you some. I don't know how much she gave me though. She was like, I'm gonna give you the powdered kind. I'm like, no, Mom, don't give me the powdered kind. I don't want the real ranch. So I don't know if she gave me the real ranch or the powdered kind.
Oh no.
Anyways, raunch. Whenever you say the word raunch, every time you say the word raunch, like there's like a certain smell that I think when I hear raunch, and it's not
garbage.
A good smell.
This is festering garbage.
So like whenever someone says raunch, I'm just in my head, I'm just like, ugh, it just smells like dirty strip club, sweat and nastiness. That's that's just my mind imagination.
Who's that one rapper who always goes like, oh?
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of rappers.
Oh shit, who's that rapper? You sound
Lil
like,
Wayne?
Not that Lil Wayne. He's like,
Lil Wayne's like, hit? Drake? I don't know,
No.
dude. I don't know rappers, man.
oh, you know what I'm
I
saying?
J Fish.
Stop.
Lil Dicky. I don't know,
Oh,
dude.
shit.
I don't know.
No, who's Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
Yeah, all of a sudden you smell it and you turn into Rick Ross.
I mean,
Shout out to
Shout
anybody
out.
who knows what I'm talking about.
I sure don't.
Rick Ross,
Is
the
Rick
boss.
Ross dead?
No, Rick Ross is not dead.
Oh, my bad. I thought there was like a dude like with the girth of Rick Ross. I was thinking Rick
Are
Ross.
you thinking
but
about
he
Big
died.
Pun?
Maybe.
He died like decades
Oh, man,
ago.
I
That
don't know,
guy.
dude.
He died like
I
decades
ain't a
ago.
rapper. I ain't a rapper.
That
okay?
much is true, Steven.
That's true, man. Maybe I should go on Show Me the Money 4.
Oh God.
Anyways, let's move on.
All right.
From Gain. To our second group, they also released 2 songs.
That transition.
The first song that we're going to talk about by Red Velvet is Ice Cream Cake.
Red Velvet.
Yeah, you know, now that I think about this, maybe we should have talked about Automatic first.
Yeah, because Automatic, we did a reaction for Automatic first before Ice
Yeah.
Cream Cake.
But, you know, Ice Cream Cake, only I did a reaction to Ice Cream Cake.
Mm-hmm.
So, Josh, tell me your thoughts on Ice Cream Cake since we haven't heard yours.
Okay.
And then I'll talk about mine.
So, I mean, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit from, like, Red Velvet fans, but come on, this song is an FX song. Like,
Oh, shit.
Okay, so let's get this straight, right? Like, Red Velvet, I'm not sure everyone knows, but Red Velvet, they came out, I think, too soon. Because, one, FX had all those issues, right? And then...
I mean, this is all
speculation.
non-confirmed.
Yeah, not a speculation. But, like, Red Velvet, all of a sudden they have a new member, right? And then...
They do all of a sudden. Like, the weirdest part about all this was them adding a new member.
Yeah.
Like, that is, number one, that's weird. That's like, we talked about it in our Automatic reaction where, like, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. You just add a random member without someone leaving.
Yeah.
It's just...
Yeah. But she fits
happen.
pretty seamlessly into the group, I do have to say. Like, I don't...
I mean, from what this random video can tell you,
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't... At least in this video, I'm not like, oh, there's a new member. There she is. I'm like, who's the new member? I don't...
I mean, that's also part of the problem with them looking...
all the same.
All the same.
Thanks, SM.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, this song embodies everything that I like about FX. It's really quirky. It's not standard K-pop sounds, even though it is K-pop, you know what I'm saying? Like, FX usually has those weird, like, do-do-do-do-do, or, like, they'll have, like, an accordion or some, like, weird-ass
Or
instrument.
if it was a red light, just... Just a cacophony of sound in your ear hole.
Steven just hates red light. All our longtime listeners, you know. But yeah, this song, like, I feel like FX could have done this song and I wouldn't have blinked an eye.
Well, to rein it in a little, like, I think they did a great job with the song.
Oh, wonderful job.
So we're not trying to say that FX can do it better and Red Velvet sucks.
Yeah, I'm just saying that this style, this template was originally, I feel like, FX's song. This song very could have well been FX's song, and they were like, well, FX can't promote right now. Let's give it to Red Velvet.
And you know, we kind of said that for Happiness, but now that I really have listened to Happiness a lot, like, I don't think that's really a Red Velvet. I mean, an FX song.
No.
But this one
is
definitely an FX
yeah, Happiness,
song.
when I heard it, I was like, okay, they're different from FX. I'm glad that they're trying to do something a little bit different, even though everyone was saying, like, Red Velvet, they're replacing FX, Right. And at that time I said, no way, they don't sound anything alike, you know. I guess the only thing that's similar is that they're a girl group and they have, like, a rapper, right? But after this came out, I was like, holy shit, I know what they're talking about. Like, they sounded so much like FX, and I hate to play the harp on it, but they sound exactly like I would expect FX to sound. And also, I just wanna say that I really do like the song, and the chorus and the kind of the verses, I like them a lot. But there's one part where they kind of go like la 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 la.
Yeah, the first third-ish.
Yeah, and that freaks me.
La 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 la.
That freaks me the fuck out. This is just when I hear that, I'm just like, oh, just like little blonde kids. Like,
yeah, like it'd only be worse if they were in like an abandoned circus, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah.
Put something else in that part of the song.
It's like stop it. Well, luckily, since it is an SM song, they switched to a completely different song. A third way, and then they switched to another completely different rap song.
Another third way, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm because maybe it is a very SM sounding FX song is why. I mean, I said it in my reaction. Like I like the chorus. I think the chorus is really great. Like it's really catchy. I can still think of it right now, you know. But the La 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 third, I don't like at all.
That part is
the rap part I don't like at all.
The rap part I don't really mind too much. The La La part was definitely worse.
Okay, I just didn't like the rap. Like it was just like this shouldn't even be here. I don't think it matches the song well. And I've always not liked these schizophrenic songs. Like,
that's true. Like ever since
since I Got
Girls'
a Boy.
Generation, yeah, it kind of did with I Got a Boy.
I mean, I Got a Boy, I got over it, you know, since I heard that song, you know, so many times. And I might get over it, of course. Happiness was my Mea Culpa song of 2014. But it's just, I know people are fine with it. I just don't like what is the point like of a song that changes every minute? Like I just don't like. It doesn't even have the same theme. It's just a totally different song, totally different beat, totally different like tempos at times. You know, like I just don't understand it.
They have like so many different like flavors in the song. Like they have like kind of a dubstep portion, and then they have like kind of like a sing rap portion.
But I like the dubs. Like that's the chorus part, the more EDM part. Like, I like that part. Like I wish the whole song was like that. But yeah, and then the creepy circus la 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 part.
Yeah, but what about the music video, Steven?
I mean, the music video, like they got out of the box, which was nice. I know a lot of people were like, oh, they're copying Solo Day, which I don't believe. I mean, they shot in America and they were outside. I mean, that's pretty much to me all that mattered. I do think. I don't think SM shoots. It's weird because sometimes SM shoots dance scenes really well, like EXO or the Be Natural
video. We keep saying that about
that. And then sometimes I think they just shoot it really bad.
Shitty.
And I think this is one of the ones where like we were talking about it. Like
really
they look really tiny. They look really stumpy. They look like little children, which they're not. Like I just think the camera angles that they chose, it didn't really just showcase the dance. I actually watched the dance, or not the dance, the live performance of the song. And it's like, there's a lot of cool, like, they're moving a lot, you know? They're doing a lot of work. And they do a lot of things to the beats, you know, especially as it changes. That's really cool. And I didn't really see that enough, or I guess as much as I would like. But, you know, comparatively, to like Happiness, for example, like I thought this video was decent for SM, which equates to
I think I agree with you, Steven. In my mind, what will really make SM music videos or SM groups just kind of gather more of the market share again is that if they start focusing on the choreography. Because when I think about like groups back in the old days, like why they were so popular, like the Super Juniors and the Sonyashide Girl Generations, like they had a catchy dance and like they made you like watch the catchy dance portion, right?
But see, this is like the total opposite of that because there's so many dance moves and it's so furious and fast and furious. It's like they're working their ass off, but it's not the simplicity of Super Junior. It's not the simplicity of old school Girl Generation. It's just.
I mean, this is kind of wild for me to say. Not wild as in like, whoa, crazy. But I think this is kind of like, it may hold true, may not hold true. But I think if SM started to get more choreographers involved that can make a very catchy kind of like, well, I don't want to say chorus choreography. Not necessarily choreography that's done during the chorus, but just something that's like repeatable something that people can look at and want to emulate and want to copy kind of feel. Like, you know, Super Junior, they had this whole sorry rubbing their hands.
And that was fucking everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you'll see that dance everywhere. Like, they don't have, like, in this video, they needed that, I think.
Well,
to really make it that popular.
We've mentioned this before that, like, they changed. I really think it was when EXO started, like, they really changed their philosophy on dances.
Yeah.
Like, they started making them really complicated, which was great because it was like, man, like, these EXO kids can dance, you know? Like, they're way better dancers than Super Junior, right?
Yeah.
Like,
just more technically sound.
Yeah. Like, we needed simple, catchy dances for Girls' Generation and for Super Junior because their dancing is pretty meh because that was the standard back then.
Because not all of them are dancers, right? They have, like, dancing lines. And,
and now the requirements to even be in a K-pop group is you got to be able to do everything.
Yeah.
But, like, I think that kind of has hurt them in a way that, like, their dances just aren't iconic anymore because they're so complicated. There's so much going on.
They're not easily mimicable.
Yeah, like when, like, every year at our schools in Korea, like, there's a talent show kind of thing, right? And, like, a lot of my girls, they don't dance SM songs. They just don't dance SM songs.
Because they can't.
Because they're either they can't or it's just too much. Like, they want to dance the catchy songs. They wanted, like, everybody and their mother was dancing AOA. Yeah. Right? Everyone and their mother was dancing, like, Brave Sound songs.
A-Pink.
Yeah, A-Pink songs. Like, these, like, more simplistic, you know, catchier dance songs. Yeah. Because A, it's easier, and B, they're more iconic, right? Like,
people recognize them. If they see a dance, they'll go, oh, that's that one dance, right?
Yeah.
Like, if someone showed me, like, the dance with, like, no music to this ice cream dance or ice cream cake song, I wouldn't be able to point it out. Because there wasn't enough dancing in this music video for me to go, oh, this is the Red Velvet Ice Cream Cake dance.
Yeah. And even now, like, my students don't really know who the Wonder Girls are. Yeah. But if I'm like, you know, Tell Me, like, they still know that song and they still know that dance. They still know the Tell Me dance, which is crazy because they were born probably, like, after the song came out. Yeah. But, you know, like the Super Junior Sorry, you know, there are these songs with dances that have a name, right? This is this dance. So.
Like, a lot of people, like, fan clubs and such, they will name a dance, right? Like, the reason I think I Got a Boy was so popular as it was, being a kind of a meh song, to be honest, was that people remember that, like, one snake part of their dance and they call it a snake dance, right? Yeah, like, oh, that's the I Got a Boy, like, snake part, right? But what is the Red Velvet Ice Cream Cake part?
You know, I Got a Boy, to me, is only just, hey, yo, GG, and that's it. Everyone recognizes that. I've never heard snake dance before, personally, but.
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But
the thing is, we mention this all the time, where, like, SM is so popular now, it doesn't matter. Like, this is a rookie group, right? With, to be honest, a pretty
heavy following already.
A pretty heavy, an insane amount of following for a group that their songs didn't even do that.
They haven't even proven to be, like, all that great.
Yeah. Like, the fact that Ice Cream Cake, I mean, this is like 4.5 million, like, is crazy. Like, you know, even Amber Shake That Brass for 7 million, that boggles my goddamn mind. Like, there's so many music videos that should happen.
You know, it's kind of a shame. I hate that we keep saying this. I seem like an FX fanboy, but FX, they really came out in the wrong time, I think, because they were kind of doing, like, a weird thing that wasn't what was popular, and they kind of took the back seat in SM, right? They didn't have fan club. They never had, like, a solo concert or anything. Yeah. But now Red Velvet, they have, like, a fan club and everything, and Red Velvet. Red Velvet is coming at a time where everything is just bone dry. You know, like, if FX came out, like, they would just blow up, like, bigger than Red Velvet. I don't know.
I don't like That's the thing. I haven't liked FX for, like, 4 years.
Yeah, but you kind of know what I'm saying. Like, Red Velvet's, I'm not trying to argue, like, FX is, like, better than Red Velvet. I'm just saying Red Velvet is benefiting from the fact that SM does not have any other girl groups in this stable right now.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah.
Like FX was always overshadowed by Girls' Generation, you know, and like EXO came in at a time where, you know, Super Junior was kind of having to do the military service and all that, so EXO kind of benefited extra from that. But EXO was fucking EXO. Yeah. And Red Velvet, they're kind of benefiting from that as well, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. The timing, while Suspect was also like a good time to get a new group because they needed it. SM needed it, but I don't think. I think FX did really well even in there. I don't think they would have done better now, honestly. Like I actually think they benefited greatly from coming out at a time where there wasn't 75 new groups every year. Like, I don't know. I still think FX is weird and I don't see that. I don't know of any kids that are jamming FX music. Like I mean, you really like their Red Light album, right? But like, you still jamming that? I mean, I don't know.
No, not. But so we can disagree on that. But I think what we agree on is that Red Velvet's timing was pretty good.
Timing is now.
Yeah, timing is good for them.
If you understand that, you've been a listener since like episode 2. Yeah. Josh doesn't even know.
I don't even know.
Because he didn't listen since
episode 2. We have to talk about Red Velvet's Automatic as well. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to just glaze over that. Red Velvet, Automatic. Nothing's really changed too much from our reaction, if you did see our reaction for this.
And what would be the TLDR of our reaction?
So TLDR is super boring, waste of their talent, waste of money for the music video. Just boring song.
You know, I think for me, a lot of people, you know, were like, I kind of like it. I like 90s music. I like this style of like slow jam, like. And for me, you know, I kind of mentioned reaction, but it's like there are probably 1,000 better 90s songs than this. Yeah. So why would I want to listen to this? I mean, so I just don't really understand it. I do think the song's not as bad, I guess, as initially like. Because I wasn't the one that started the hate train. It was totally Josh. Yeah, it was just like, this is a steaming pile of dog shit with fecal matter in its penis. You know, I don't know.
With bits of corn.
Like. Yeah. Oh. Raunch. But you know, I don't think it's that bad. You know, hearing it again, like it's okay. Yeah. It's just the thing that makes me mad, and it's totally like I know why it is. It just makes me mad that this song, like if this song was sung by a different group of 5 girls, nobody would give any fucks. Nobody would even listen to it. Yeah. Nobody would even know this song existed. Nobody would be like, I like 90s music, so I like this song. Nobody. But because it's Red Velvet and because it's SM and they have this built-in fan base, all of a sudden, all these people are coming out of the woodwork. That's like, I love songs like this. And it's like, really? Like, if I take out your playlist, like, how many 90s slow jams are there in there? It's probably going to be 0.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love 90s slow jams. I love 90s R&B. For our listeners who have been with us for a while, they know that. Yeah. And that kind of comes out in the kind of songs I choose, I guess, for my songs of the week. But this song just doesn't do it.
It doesn't even have a beat. Like, it's just, it just kind of is between this, you know, this and this the whole time. It's just boring.
So, like, if they did something more with this, like this just feels like one verse just stretched out in a pan of 3.5 minutes. Yeah. And like if you had done something with it, like maybe I would have, you know, liked it a bit more. I mean, I still don't like the music video, but the song itself, I might be able to jam to if you give me some more ups and downs, more parts where they can show off their singing. Because the reason I feel like 90s kind of slow R&B songs like came out was to show the group's singing potential. Talents, and it just, don't get me wrong, Red Velvet are great singers, I feel, but you wouldn't really be able to tell from this song, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you know, we talked about how happiness, not happiness, be natural, like, which was also a very 90s kind of, I mean, it was a 90s song, you know, an SES song, like, but the choreography was so interesting and so well shot, and it's the total opposite in this one. Like, the choreography is bland, the music video is bland, even their outfits are bland, like, They're literally in a box. There's not even neon lights. You know.
You mean to tell me, Steven, you don't like pirate ruffles?
I don't like pirate ruffles. Like I don't like. Reminds me of like something my mom would wear. Like what? Because she thought it was sexy, but it really is really not. Nobody ever thinks that.
Yar.
And like, but the thing is like, I'm really happy though that SM knows this is a 90s song because they did set it in an aspect ratio like the 90s, you know, 4:3, it's not widescreen, like, so someone's in on the joke. It just wasn't a funny joke. And I just, like, I'm afraid because a lot of people are like, oh man, like, this is what Red Velvet will always do. They'll release one pop song and one slow jam 90s song. And it's just like, please don't keep doing that.
Yeah. Like on YouTube, like you can even see, like there's a pretty big gray chunk in the likes bar. Like there's about, 70,000 likes and like 8,000 dislikes. So it goes to show that there are a good amount of people who, like us, think that this song is boring city. Right? So hopefully SM doesn't keep doing this because...
But again, it doesn't matter because they have... SM has such big fanboys. Yeah. They could release a track of complete silence and people will still buy it. They will still listen to it. And they will talk about how it was such a creative risk to release a song of silence. Like, that will happen because...
SM is just so
they have
big
such a
and
big,
popular.
Big fan base. Like, that, it breaks my heart. But anyways, let's move on. We've been complaining a lot.
Let's go from unmet expectations to overshot expectations.
Yeah, so what song was that?
So our next song is by BTS's Rap Monster with Awakening. Now, BTS, Rap Monster, he's doing a lot of solo work, right?
Yeah, he's got like a mixtape coming out.
Yeah. Did some things with Warren G, the OG Warren G.
We talked about, I think, last episode or 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Still listen to that song. We just listened to it right before this.
We did, yeah.
And
Please don't die.
And we were so surprised because we were like, his rap style is really modern. Like a lot of the other rappers are just aping 90s, right? Most of the rappers now are just kind of aping the 90s.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think he's like modern. He's not 2010 modern, but he's probably like 2000 modern.
He's fresh. In terms of the K-pop or just Korean music scene, sorry, I bumped that. But Rap Monster, just his rap style and the way he's like doing his lyrics, just really, really surprising. And a lot of BTS like fans will be like, "Well, Josh and Steven, you didn't appreciate that when he was part of BTS," and to that I say, why do you use your voice so high? But also second, Rap Monster didn't really get to show off too much. I
mean, maybe he did in like a B-side track that we never listened to.
Yeah, but like Rap Monster is in a group of like a bunch of other rappers. Yeah, like BTS is full of rappers basically. And this is just really, 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 really surprising.
Yeah, I mean, number one, like, a lot of times when K-pop artists use English, it's really awkward, really weird. But this dude's English is, I mean, it's not perfect. Some of his rhymes kind of are a little weird, but like, it's lightning, years ahead of even G-Dragon and Z.I.Ko. And I thought he was maybe born in America for a second because it was so distant, but. From what I could Google, he wasn't.
Yeah, we don't want to sound racist. It's been like, oh, your English is so good in like a patronizing way, but like it is so difficult to write raps in 2 different languages. Yeah, like
especially have the English come off natural.
Yeah, it's really hard. It's immensely hard to do. I mean, if he wrote these lyrics by himself, that is freaking amazing. And I'm just really, really impressed overall.
Yeah. And like this was such a good song where it was like it shows off bravado, it shows off kind of it has force behind it, but it's not in your face. Yeah. It's not like that J Park that we don't like. It's not the tough cookie that we don't like. Although you said you kind of enjoy that song now.
Well, enjoy in kind of a joke way. Like, I'm a tough cookie.
Like,
tough
I love the Coco.
Tough cookie, tough
I'm in
cookie.
love with... Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate that song.
Yeah, same way.
But, you know, like... I'm trying. We were trying to think of, like, other solo idol rappers, you know.
And we said this with, like, when he released that last song, right?
Yeah, the PDD song.
Yeah.
But it was really surprising. This song, and he has another song I think called "Do You."
Yeah.
And we're not really going to talk about, but that song was also like
pretty good,
pretty surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as much as this one, but
yeah.
But yeah, like Rap Monster, like of all the solo idol rappers, like. Granted, we haven't really heard. I haven't heard that much from Bobby. You know, the second coming of Jesus. But I didn't listen to any of his "Show Me the Money" stuff. So
I did, and it was good, but it wasn't.
But he seems like a Korean. He's still in the Korean.
Yeah.
Kind of 90s style.
Like Bobby. Okay, people are just gonna hate, but I'm just gonna say whatever I want. Bobby's like rap style is very one-dimensional. It's very like, right? Like I'm angry.
He's like, I gotta poop.
Like he's talking like Vegeta from like Dragon Ball Z. You know, like I'll get you, Kakarot. You know,
yeah,
like that kind of style, right?
We're kind of like the Lil Wayne style.
Yeah, but Rap Monster, like from the 3 songs that we've seen, like he has very, very complex styles. I feel like like there's some parts where I'm just like, oh yeah, he's going hard, he's going in, and there's some parts where I'm just like, okay, this is a different style than I expected of you.
Yeah, like he's got some wordplay in there, but it's not like the Lil Wayne wordplay style, which is like, I'm gonna make a joke in the middle of the rap and I'm gonna laugh a little. I'll pause a little bit for you to fully grasp the double entendre that I just read, right?
Double entendre.
And like you like Born Hater a lot, but like a lot of the Born Hater style rapping is that style where it's like, I'm clever, you know?
Yeah.
But and I didn't really get that from Ramos.
Like this is the type of like rap bravado that I like. You're not pushing yourself, you're not bragging about yourself through like imagery, right? You're not wearing like grills, you don't have like a shit ton of earrings or like you're holding a baseball bat or shit like that. You're rapping in a very minimalistic music video and it's powerful. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the first half of the podcast. This is when we want to thank all the people that watch us and all the people that listen to us. Honestly, I mean, again, we've been doing it for a while now.
We have.
It was kind of a rough couple of months because we weren't that excited by K-pop, anymore. We kind of go through ups and downs. I mean,
everyone I feel should go through ups and downs in terms of music. Like,
like not that this is our job per se,
because
we don't get paid money. It actually costs me money every month.
Yeah, in the red.
A lot in the red. But I do it because it's fun. But I listen to a lot of podcasts about movie reviewers and video game reviewers, and they're always like everyone gets into a rut where they're just like, nothing is good. Like, why am I doing this? And we were kind of like that for a while. But every time we, put up something on YouTube and we get some comments that are like, thanks, or like, really enjoyed your reaction, or really enjoyed your podcast,
or just like keep up the good work. It's just, I mean, it makes us realize what we like did this, or why we do this in the first place. It's just because there are a lot of people who around the world who K-pop is their hobby, right? And they just have no one else to talk to about their hobby. And we just kind of want to do that because we were kind of the same way when Steven and I first came to Korea. We were like, I like K-pop. There's got to be tons of people who like K-pop in Korea, and to find out there wasn't actually very many. We were like 2 of maybe 300 people that we met.
Yeah, I still don't like. It's really shocking how many people came to Korea without knowing anything about Korea. Not even K-pop, just Korea. They were just like, they just heard Korea was a nice place to work and they paid a lot of money. So we're gonna go, and they heard of Gangnam Style, of course, except for one girl who was in my class. We were playing a PowerPoint game. I think I've told this story on the podcast before. I don't know. We were playing a PowerPoint game where it was just like Gangnam Style themed game. And like we were all like,
God.
you know, Gangnam Style, yeah. And this one girl like raised her hand. She was like,
"What's that?
Who is this?" And we're like, "What?" Like, yo, that bitch is Psy. And she's like, "Who the fuck is Psy? Why is this fat dude like dancing?"
And we was like, "Who the fuck is you?"
Yeah, we were like, "Holy shit, are you trolling us right now?" And like, she legitimately had never heard Gangnam Style, didn't know who Psy was.
Worldwide phenomenon, and you in Korea, you don't know about Psy?
It blew my mind. It blew my mind. But anyways, all of that to say that we want to thank everybody who listens. And if you guys could help us, one of the only ways to kind of help us is to write us a review on iTunes. If I only check the American store, because I know I got a Twitter guy who was like, "Oh man, like you didn't read my iTunes review." But if it's in a different country, you
like
got to tell me
Canada,
which country.
like even Canada or something. Like we have to change.
Yeah, you got to change the store. So if you leave us a review from a different country, please tell me, of course, on Twitter or on the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
But we haven't had a new review this episode, so we can't read any of them for you guys. But if you haven't yet written a review and you want to show us some of your support, as of right now, that's one of the only ways you can do it. Leave us a review on iTunes. It really, really, really helps us.
Yeah. Oh, and also, please talk to us on Twitter. I'm really going to try to make it a point to use Twitter again more.
I'm still horrible.
I'm still really horrible, but I really want to use Twitter because I feel like it's a very good way to just get involved in the K-pops. At least for me, when I was really active in like the Sonyashide like fandom, I used Twitter a lot to kind of know-hows it. And I know Twitter is a really big platform for K-pop, just fandoms. So please just get us on Twitter. We'll try to respond. We want to talk to you guys, really. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, now it's time for my best song of the last episode, and I cheated.
You broke the rules, Steve.
I broke whatever rules. I broke both rules. Number one, the song that I picked doesn't have a music video.
Yeah, so there are so many songs that I was like, "Oh, I like this song, Steven. Can I choose this song?" And Steven goes, "Is there a music video?" And I said, "No, there's no music video." She's like, "Oh, you can't do it then."
I mean, I think that happened
twice, maybe once, yeah.
But I cheated. It doesn't have a music video. Also, it came out not in the last 2 weeks. It came out 3 weeks ago.
Oh, you bad man.
So I cheated on that too. But I don't care because I didn't discover the song until last week. And since last week, I have listened to the song probably 60 million times. I don't know why I like this song so much. I listen to it at work even sometimes. It gets stuck in my head all day. I just really like this song. And that's by a girl named Kisum, featuring Sunny and Tae Wan with their song Superstar.
It's produced by Dio, right?
Produced by Dio, which is like a legendary Korean producer. But I was bored one day at work, and I wasn't doing any work at work. So I decided to watch Unpretty Rap Star. Because I heard a lot of bad things about it. And
you thought it would be hilarious.
I thought it'd be hilarious. I was like, dude, this is fucking hilarious. I want to see all these girls pretend like they're black. But that's actually wasn't really what... some of it is kind of like that, where they're trying to e-thug, a little bit. But I don't know why it's like... It's bad. It's not a great show, but I was just hooked. I was just in there. I was like, I watched all of them, like, straight in a row. So Unpretty Rap Star, of course, is... like the girl version, sort of, Show Me the Money. It's like a hip-hop competition show, quote unquote. And so every episode they battle for a track. All right. We talked about 2 of their previous tracks.
Yeah.
We talked about one with Jimin from AOA and Sulong from 2AM.
Yeah.
It's called Good Start 2015 edition.
Yeah.
Amazing song. Love that song.
Quite good.
But it was a remake of a Verbal Jin song.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone's favorite usually is My Type.
Yeah.
By Jesse and Cheetah.
Yeah, that's the song that I like from Unpretty Rap Star.
Yeah, and I really like that song too. We just had already talked about it.
Yeah.
So this is actually the 5th track, and I just love this song. I don't know what it is. I like her rapping is not even that great. I just love the thing I love about Kisum is she has a lot of fun when she's rapping. And she's not trying to be like gangster. She ain't trying to be like all up in your face. Like there's like a lot of I used to really like M Flow a long time ago. And the reason I always loved M Flow, which it was actually Japanese, he's Korean, but he sung in Japanese. Was that there would be a lot of like just funness in a lot of his tracks and a lot of like weird like one line, I don't want to say quips, but just one liners that like just get stuck in my head.
Kind of like MC Mong.
Yeah, kind of like MC Mong. I have the happier days, you know? Yeah. And like this song has just, it's just so fun. It's got a lot of these one-liners that I just really love.
Except for Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny's in it. I mean, I don't think his part is that bad now that I've heard it a million times. But it's probably one of the weakest like Sonny raps
I've heard in a long time.
But the chorus with Tae Wan, who goes by C Love, I really like. Yeah. It's a little auto-tuney, but like I think it's really catchy. It's really great, and I just love this song. I don't know why.
I mean, I'm not as enthusiastic as Steven about the song.
You need to listen to it more. You need to listen to it.
But I mean, I do like the song. Don't get me wrong. Oh, rapping or rhyming. But I do want to say I am really, really happy that the Korean rap scene in general, a lot more female rappers are coming out. Yeah. And me and Steven were kind of talking about this a little bit when he was deciding whether or not he wanted to choose this as his favorite song. But Steven and I, we kind of have our favorite rappers, right? Female rappers. Like we really like CL, and we like LE from Exit, and Miss Money. We like them. But
they're really not featured in any songs.
They're not very popular. Like it.
I mean, CL is. But...
I mean, besides CL, of course. But we were just like, man, we really like female rappers, not because it's like woman power, but we legitimately like female rappers. And the analogy I kind of used is that Steven and I, we like when there's a male and a female song, and they're both singers and they're singing, it sounds better than if like sometimes when a guy and a guy would sing in a song, right? Like it has contrast, it has like a different kind of feel to it. And if it's not bad, then it really adds to the song. And it really sounds good when there are female rappers sometimes. And I'm not.
But like, we ain't talking about the like fucking in a random idol song.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. We're talking about legitimate female rappers, and we're glad that there's a show now, even though it was kind of a joke. But
see, the thing is, it started as a joke, really.
But now it's starting to get serious.
It's fucking huge now. Like, the three songs, like My Type, The Good Start, and this song are in the at the time. Like I checked last week, they were in the top I think 7 songs.
Yeah,
like that's top crazy.
10,
And then Jimin just released another one, and so did Cheetah. And like I'm sure they all. I think popular, they both all killed the charts. Yeah, like that's how. Like I had students singing songs from Unpretty Rap Star now. Like that's how crazy this show has gotten more popular as time has gone by.
And that's freaking great. One, because I really don't like it when Korean music will just copy like Western style music and they don't add any of their own flavor. But this is Korean flavor right here. Like in America, you don't really got very many female rappers that are very popular. I mean, besides like Nicki Minaj or whatever. But in Korea, once the show ends, you can bet your ass there's just going to be like 5 female rappers that are going to be featured on tracks. Yeah. And I'm like pretty excited for that.
Yeah. But I mean, I will say though that like, I don't think any of them on the show are strong enough to have their own song.
Solo? Yeah.
They really need a good producer, you know? And I think of the 3 top songs, I mean, 2 of them are Verbal Gent, you know, and one of them is this Dio song. Like, there's another one by Zico that wasn't very popular at all. And there's one with Jimin, I think the producer was MC Meta, that also was not very good. But those 2 songs, actually, you might want to listen to them later. Like, they're both those, like, I'm the shit kind of hardcore songs, and that's why they're not as popular. Because these are more of the poppy ones.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like... well, that's true for like any rapper, right? Like even if you you have like Sonny come out with a song. If the song isn't catchy, like Sonny has had songs that we just fucking hate.
Yeah, like his gangster. There's like one clown one where he's wearing like clown shit, and I was like,
and it was just like this fucking song is like badly produced, and like you just can't do anything with it.
Yeah, even when we went to the concert, right? He had like one gangster song in there where he was like, "This is like a throwback to how like I used to be," and he had this like weird gangster song that we were just like,
we don't really, we don't like that.
We don't want that one.
Yeah,
we don't want that one.
And I really, really hope that the female rappers that are going to be featured in songs, they get featured in good songs.
Yeah.
Is what I hope.
And I'm really excited about a season 2 because if you do watch this show, which I don't know how many people do, but like they were really kind of strained as to who they could.
What can we do?
Yeah, well, like they were just like, we need 8 girls. 4 of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
The other 4 are donkey
Garbage.
shit. So they actually changed the rules like halfway through the show to kind of bring in new girls that they thought of instead of the shitty girls that they kicked out. Because there are some girls that just are awful.
Just quite awful. Yeah.
I think season 2, like since the show is more popular, like a lot of people that probably are better than them, but they probably just didn't want to be on this weird ass reality show.
Yeah,
right?
it's like not proven and not.
Yeah. But now that they're like, oh wait, like 5 of these songs like shot up to the top 5, like this is a great way to get your name out there.
And you got people like Verbal Jin and
Sonny helping you out. Like maybe we could actually, this would help our career. Like I think season 2 would be a lot greater. Just kind of like how Show Me the Money. I mean, like Show Me the Money 1 and 2 were not very popular.
But Show Me the Money 3, that shit blew up.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby. But also timing, right? Like hip hop became a Korean kind of
It's the trend now,
No.
Korea is very trendy in that way.
But anyways, if you like kind of stupid reality shows, like if you watch stupid MTV reality shows,
watch this instead.
You should watch Unpretty Rap Star.
Yeah,
I mean,
watch
like,
this.
And plus, it's got Jimin from AOA, and her voice
is a little bit less annoying.
It's crazy. I don't understand her voice. I think her semi-final song is called Puss, and it's like about her pussy and also about being a pussy, is what I heard. But it's 100% called Puss. So. Think about that. This is AOA Jimin, right?
I'm not shaking your head because you're wrong. I'm just shaking my head like.
Yeah.
No.
It was actually really cute. Like she like threw in like the word shit or something. And everyone else says shit like every day, but she was just like eat some shit or something.
Yeah.
And everyone was like. Ugh.
Yeah. I think with Jimin is like I feel really bad for her because I feel like she just wants to like take the limiter off, right? But she's part of a girl group. Yeah. Yeah, even she did the middle finger and she was just like, I don't know if I hope they don't get mad at me. But anyways, I don't know why I fanboyed about, like, I was just obsessed with this show for like a week. And of the songs that I listen to right now, like of like the top 5 songs I can think of this year so far, 3 of them are from this show. So that if you have similar tastes as me, maybe you've listened to this podcast for a while. Yeah.
You should really check out these songs and, of course, maybe the show if you like stupid-ass reality shows.
I also give my stamp of approval for it.
Yeah. Maybe you'll watch it one day.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, our next song is by a new group, CLC with PEPE.
Definitely not PEPE. Now, if I didn't cheat, I think this would have been my favorite song.
I think so, yeah. I think this is very
very
up your hour, yeah. So if you guys know Steven's style, Steven likes really happy and fun songs.
Yes.
Really bright. Just like let's have fun.
I like fun and I like catchy. It can't just be fun. It's got to be catchy.
Yeah.
And I think this song, while it ain't the most catchy,
it's catchy enough.
I think it's one of the catchier songs of this year. Like again, I can remember the chorus now, which is a big thing. And they're a new group from Cube Entertainment, of course, 4 Minute Company, Beast Company. I don't know who else is in Cube.
Some other people.
I feel like there's some other people.
Yeah. People.
But they're, I don't know. Like their concept is a little weird. It's like it's cute, but not cute. But, it's not cute like La Boom, and it's not cute like G-Friend. It's not cute like Lovelies. But it's still a little cute, right? Yeah. They're not going AOA, right? They're not going stellar. Like, I don't really know what their image is right now, Like, just, the girls are fucking cute.
Yeah,
except for one.
So I really like the fact that they aren't really like trying to push a certain style down your throat, right? They're not trying to be like G-Friend where they're like, we're fresh, like remember your school days.
Girls' Generation.
Yeah, and then you have your like sexy, like look at my cleavage, I'm gonna open my thighs. But this one, it has a good balance, right? It's not too cutesy, and it's not too sexy, and it's not too this, not too that, which could have really, really like hurt them. But it's catchy, I do have to say. And I don't really have anything too bad to say about it, except for that the music video is kind of boxy and
it's a very kind of generic music video. A lot of just cuts and dancing shots and face shots. I do want to give them props. I said it in my reaction, but they do put the names of the girls.
But just like flashes.
But it's at the very end, weirdly enough, and it's like a quick flash, which kind of sucks.
But I do have to say, like, some of these girls are really, really attractive. I do have to say. There's like one
insanely attractive.
Yeah, there's like maybe 2 or 3 girls that I'm just like, wow, you are really attractive.
Yeah, like whoever they picked a great stylist. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but then it might be the makeup they were using or whatever, or just the angles that they cut. But it was good job.
Yeah. And then there's one.
You can stop there, Steven. You can stop there.
Yeah. Oh, we did have this talk where like we don't fanboy that much, right?
Yeah.
But like. Every group.
It feels like these days.
Every group has one girl that is
now.
drop dead gorgeous. Like
really.
Like even though we're huge fans of Girls' Generation and Wonder Girls and 4 Minute and 21, like there are definitely girls that I think are really pretty.
Yeah.
In all those groups.
In all those groups. Don't get us wrong. Like you won't really be popular or famous unless. Like you're attractive. Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, right?
Yeah.
But like it's just, but like if they were to debut now, like I'd be like, dude, none of these girls are remotely as cute as some of these girls in some of these rando groups. Sometimes it's just a random ass group, and I'm like, damn girl, where you been?
Like that one girl at What's Up? What's her name? Like Nari? Oh my god,
you like Nari way more than me, but yes,
she is gorgeous.
Yes.
Man.
Or like there'll just be a random girl in a girl group that I just don't even know the name of right now. And I'm just like, holy poo-poo shit.
Holy poo-poo shit.
And like, every group...
I can't even swear properly.
I can't even do it right. And like, of course, AOA is not tiny anymore, but like...
Sohyun.
Oh, man. I know not everybody has that bias, but even other girls, right? Like, what was the other? I mean, of course, Fiestar.
Yeah,
everybody a lot of people are really into Gia. I don't know how to say her name anymore. But seriously, there's some girls in this CLC group that are just like, holy shit.
Bombshells.
And as shitty as it sounds, like a lot of times the shitty thing about debut groups is it literally comes down to, do I find them attractive or not? Because a lot of times the songs are just so generic and so same soundy. Yeah. I think this song actually has a little bit extra to it. Like I really think the I can't sing, but like the whoop-pa, like it's weird and it's annoying, but it's
K-pop.
Different.
It's K-pop.
Yeah.
So with K-pop, like we're talking just like straight idol groups.
Yeah.
Like
you know what
usually,
wasn't catchy at all?
What's that?
Fucking. Oh shit.
Give me some that work on
shit. The girl group that was pretty much like a guy group, and they had a really shitty song. No, get in my head. Sonamu.
I'm sorry, Mamamoo. I meant Sonamu.
Yeah, you meant Sonamu. Like that? No. All right. No to that group. I don't understand it at all. But CLC, I'm trying to think. Debut groups that left an impression on me. Mamamoo. Yeah. 1000%.
But Mamamoo left an impression like musically on us.
Yeah, musically. Yeah. But also like the one girl's freaking cute in Mamamoo too. But like, I CLC.
I mean that's the thing with like groups in general, like guy groups and girl groups. Like you have to find someone that catches your eye, right? Like, oh, they're attractive, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what's their name? Who are they? And that's how they get
watch
you.
these shows that they're on, and now I'm obsessed.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of like groups these days will have a lot of members because they want to like some people like to go for the shotgun method where they have like 10 plus members and they're like, if you find one you like, then we gotcha. But some people like, all right, let's just pick like the 5 most attractive girls we can. Right. And then throw in some people who actually have talent, and then like let's hope the pretty ones will attract them, and then we get them with the
the talent side swipe. But yeah, no, for the longest time I actually actively didn't want to watch reality shows. Because I was like, I want to judge these people like free of secondary things. Like it's like, oh man, if I see them on Roommate, I might be more inclined to like their stuff, which might be the issue with Pretty Rap Star, right? But like, honestly, I think one of the reasons why I liked Happiness more was because I ended up watching some some Red Velvet stuff. And I was like, these girls are cute. And they're oh man, maybe I like Happiness more. Like, but the thing is, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that because it falls into the trap of what I get mad at other people for doing, which is like,
you're a hypocrite basically if you
but I think you do it with Girls' Generation, but you're still like, I fully can say when something's not good. And I'm pretty sure I can still do that. But some people cross that line where they're just like, everything is good that they put out,
which is not true.
Which is not true.
Yeah, like even the Beatles put out some shitty songs, right?
What?
Dude, have you heard Revolution Number 9?
No, I haven't heard really any Beatles songs, bro.
Oh, shame on you. Revolution Number 9 is like one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
What I never understood about the Beatles was when they did that alternate band name. The
Sgt. Pepper's
Sgt. Pepper. Like I listened to some of that song. I'm just like, yo, these people were high as shit. Like, I don't understand any of this.
They were though.
Yeah, they were though, but I just don't understand.
Anyways, let's talk about Korean music.
All right. The last song we're going to talk about in our main section is by Minah of Girls' Day with her solo debut of I'm a Woman Too.
나도 여자예요.
Now, Minah is the first of the Girls' Day members to go solo. I did a reaction to this by myself, which I think is actually one of my best reactions. I think I was hilarious during that reaction. Not that many people watched it, though. Maybe Josh doesn't agree with me.
Teach your own heart.
I will too. Like, sometimes I'm like, I don't think that was very good. And then that'll be like the most watched one. I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I thought I was fucking hilarious in the Minah one.
I wish people wouldn't watch that one.
Yeah.
But I watch all the reactions that Steven does by himself, and I do have to say you did a really good job for this one. Like, you, not in the fact that you like pretty much said everything that I wanted to say, but you were quite funny. You were quite charming there, Steven.
Thank you very much. Since we heard your opinions in the reaction, not many people did because not many people watched it.
But let me start is what I'm trying to say.
But before you start, let me finish. Girls' Day. I don't know. I was gonna Kanye.
Girls' Day. Sojin should have had the both solo.
Should have had the solo.
But so this song, it's really really good. It really defied my expectations of what was going to come out. Like, don't get me wrong, in Girls' Day I like Minah's voice the best. I think that she can really sing, and this song, given it is like kind of in the same register the whole time, it's a really good song. I feel like it really it's really catchy, and that's what's important. And there's like a part where I just really, really, really like. I think it's the part where she's like humping the air.
The slow hump.
The music that goes on during the hump the air part. Dude, yeah. That I really, really like. That's my jam. That part is my jam. But overall, I feel like it could have done with something else to break kind of the mold. Like you have a rapper or maybe like a featuring or something. Like maybe a lower register kind of male voice or a more kind of... a more rough kind of female rapper maybe. Like you can maybe get like a female rapper like Ali or something like that, that just kind of will jump in on the song. But it was good, very good, but it could have been better, I feel like. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, I mean, I said it in the reaction and I still believe it. Like, I think the musicality of this song is amazing. Like, the parts to this song, it could have been one of my favorite songs, I think. But I just don't think her voice matches this song. Whether or not this is Minah's actual voice, I don't know. I don't listen to Girls' Day that much, you know, for their ballads. You know, I don't listen to them, so I don't know what her voice is like. But like, I just don't think her voice matches. Like, I think if they got another singer into this with a lower voice, a more R&B-ish style voice, this song would be gangbuster #1 in my heart. Like, there's so many parts of this song that I think I would really like. And I think sometimes her voice is fine. Yeah. But then there are sometimes, like during the chorus, where I'm like, oh, it's so catchy, but it's just too high.
Too high, yeah.
It's just too high. It just doesn't match this style of backing track. Yeah. Which is a shame to me, because I feel like if someone remade this, you know, like I think if it was Hyorin.
Hyorin. Maybe Ailey.
Like maybe Ailey, but I think I might prefer Hyorin. But like someone with, not even that their voices are better, just someone with, I guess, more range in their voice would really, really benefit this.
I feel like someone who can belt a little bit and also who can do a little bit more airiness in their voice, kind of like a Hyorin would have been really good, yeah. Not saying that Minah was like, oh, Minah did a shit job. Yeah. But Minah was pretty good, but I feel like she could have hit it up in a different way.
Yeah, it's like sometimes you'll watch like a cover on YouTube of another song, and it's like, I mean, you can sing, but it's just your voice doesn't match what I expect with this song. Yeah. And so that's a shame, because speaking of girls that are freaking ridiculously good looking and sexy, like Minah looks amazing. But I think the problem with the music video is that there was such a good, like, that choreography is pretty simple, right? The midair hump, right? The like, I'm a 12-year-old. I don't really understand what humping is. Too. But like the music video is just so obsessed with what she looks like. Yeah. And this is like a classic example of music video that's just a photo shoot. Like 21 has this problem all the time, where it's like their music videos are just photo shoots. And it's like, oh, okay.
Just moving photo shoots is the problem.
They look great, and they're wearing these ridiculous outfits that would be a great photo shoot. Yeah. But like, I want to see the dance. I want to see them like having fun. Like, I want to see more.
Maybe a story. I want to see something. You know.
I just want to see something that's not just what could have been 5 photos. Yeah. And that's kind of a shame, because I actually didn't watch the performance of this yet, but I kind of want to, because I want to see the midair weird hump. And then she does like a slow money
make it rain
move. I couldn't think of the word, thank you. Like that, she's like a slow make it rain move, and it's just like, I just want to see that. And this music video didn't show that much of it, which is sad.
But I mean, so we criticize music videos like this a lot, but when you think about it, it's very, very, very difficult to like put out so many music videos and be creative for each one. Sure. Like, this music video is like a template, sort of, right? Like, let's do this. Like, don't get me wrong, probably a lot of people worked very hard to make it, but it's hard to make like a creative music video when you're releasing like 2-3 music videos a year. Yeah. Right. Like, it's just hard. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not an easy thing. I don't have like a solution. Be like, you should have done this.
You should have done that. Like, this is what you should do.
The answer should be you should always do one shot, because that shit is the best.
Steven and your one shots.
One shots are the best music video you can possibly make. Like, they are the best. Why do you think OK Go has so many fucking views on their music videos? Because they're all one shots. One shots are the best kind of music video. Do you know why? Because they have this like fake, like, it's not fake, but this like, when you're a viewer, you're like, holy shit. Like, they didn't make any mistakes. Like, because if anyone made a mistake, they would have had to do it. Yeah, they would have had to do it again. Like, they don't get the easy way out. And I just love one shots, bro. I just love them, man.
All right, Steve.
I wish every music video was a one shot.
All right, you've said that many times before.
Can we start a K-pop group so I can just shoot one shots?
We're not handsome enough for that.
We don't have to be in it. We just gotta get other cute people to be in it.
Do you know any cute people?
No.
Then there you go.
Just you. Anyways, that's Minah. I think, as far as expectation goes, I was definitely, this is definitely way more than what my expectation was, honestly. Like, whenever we review a Girls' Day thing, we're always just like, I mean, are their voices even that good? Like, they don't even show off their voices that much in their singles.
But I know Girls' Day has good voices because I saw this one video of them just like singing, like not a cappella, but just like kind of stripped down versions of the song, and I'm like, God damn, these girls can sing. Like,
yeah, but the thing is, I think a lot of groups nowadays, right? You have to do everything now, right?
Yeah.
A lot of groups can sing, like Spica. Those girls can fucking sing, but then sometimes they release a single that involves no singing, and it's just like, what? What?
Well, see, the problem is, it's like the public is very fickle, right? Like they like one thing and then they don't like one thing, and it comes out again. So like, production companies and producers and all that, they're always trying to like find what's next, right? But if they can't find what's next, then they might as well do something that's been done and it has success, right?
You know what blows my mind, actually, now I'm looking at this video?
What's that?
Is that this video by Minah only has 400,000 views.
That's crazy.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy. Like, Girls' Day is gigantically huge. Now, granted, they're way more huge in Korea, I think, than they are internationally. And Koreans don't use YouTube that much.
They don't.
But like, whoa, shit! Does Darling only have 2.4 million?
Yeah, that's so
crazy.
strange. That song
crazy to me, man.
That song was gangbusters in Korea.
That song was everywhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's really interesting to me. Like, especially when you see Red Velvet, where Red Velvet is not popular in Korea. Like, they're not. They just
really
not.
Not,
like, Happiness. Like, I've heard some kids kind of sing it, but. Red Velvet. I feel like the international audience are much better at picking up debut groups. Like, GOT7 was not remotely popular. Nobody even knew who they were.
Not until Jackson was on Roommate, and they were like, "Oh shit, this guy's funny."
Like, this one guy from what group? GOT7 from what company?
JYP.
Who's that dude? Like, so it's weird. It's now that we've been in Korea for a while, like. I think what we think is popular and what other listeners probably think is popular are kind of weird. Like MC Mong, crazy popular here.
Insanely popular.
You probably don't know who he is, right?
Yeah, you might not know who he is.
Unless you listened to our podcast last episode. Hey. All right, anyways, let's move on to Lightning Round.
All right, let's try to wrap this up.
Yeah, we got only 4 in the Lightning Round this week. And we're going to start with Stellar with their new song, Fool.
Mong.
Yeah, now Stellar, of course, you know Stellar.
Known for the marionette.
Yeah, known for the
sexy
break for being too sexy.
Sex.
Now, of course, Marionette, there's a great song. I love that song.
That song was very catchy.
Yeah. I still really like that song. Their follow-up song was not catchy at all.
It was,
don't even remember the name.
Don't remember either.
But it was like kind of trying to be Marionette, but not really. But anyways, the reason... Mask.
Mask? Was it
I think
Mask?
it was Mask. The reason I want to talk about Fool is because, it's like a shift back to pre-Marionette Stellar, where they were more cutesy, still wearing really revealing outfits, but really cutesy.
Yeah, a lot of you might not know Stellar before Marionette, but they were like super cutesy. So, like, obviously we didn't know very much about Stellar, so when we saw them like do Marionette, we did a little bit more research behind them, and we're like, holy shit, they started cutesy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, I think me and Kelvin reviewed or talked about one of their I think study was what it was called, and we were like, what the fuck is this? Like, they're wearing like weirdly slutty outfits, but it was like the most cutesy song in the world.
Like librarian.
Yeah, it was weird. They're wearing like cheerleader outfits. Yeah. But I think what's interesting for me about this song was like the music video is actually in direct relationship. They actually reference the hate that they got for Marionette.
Yeah.
And they're countering that, which I think is really great, theoretically. Like I think it's really great they're responding to that.
Yeah, they're basically like, oh, we're like fools because like we're just trying to do.
Yeah, we're trying to get our name out there.
We're trying to be popular, and just people are just shitting on us. We must be fools to be doing what we're doing.
And now forever they'll be known as the Marionette Girls.
Yeah.
And like I just thought it was hilarious. Now this song itself, you thought it was pretty good, right?
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. I'm not gonna be like, holy shit, this song is good. Yeah. But I was like, oh, this song is good.
Yeah, I didn't really like the song as much as you did. But it is kind of a silent head bobber. Yeah. Like, you're not like jamming to it, but you're not like, it's just like, it's like kind of in the background. You're just gonna do it. But it's a very cutesy song. cutesy video. And again, speaking of groups with random girls that are ridiculously gorgeous, Stellar has that. But yes, that's Stellar's Fool. If you thought, Stellar's Mask, that was kind of meh. This is totally different.
Listen to this.
Totally
different. It will surprise you. Listen to this.
Yeah. Surprise you might not be good. Surprise might be bad.
Surprise. Who knows? Well, just give it a shot. See what you like.
All right, next.
So our next song is by Giriboy with Take Care of You.
Yeah, it's Giriboy.
챙겨줄게.
Giriboy, some dude. I don't even know what company he's from, but I'm pretty sure it's Starship because he's in all the Starship shit.
Yeah, I've heard of Giriboy before. I just don't know where he's from.
Yeah, we've heard him in some of the No Mercy stuff.
Yeah.
But usually he's like I'm a rapper, you know?
I'm a rap.
Like, and he has kind of in your face kind of rapping, kind of the No Mercy kind of style.
Yeah.
But this is totally different.
Yeah, this is like kind of like a love song rap.
Yeah.
That's what I would describe it as. Yeah.
It's kind of like something I would think like Tablo would do.
Yeah, like
but,
to his wife or something,
yeah,
you know?
But not like Tablo's got a very specific rapping style.
Yeah. I was very surprised with this song. I really liked it. It has a lot of like layers to it, I feel like.
Yeah. It starts off like pure piano, like no beat.
Yeah, and he's just kind of just talking almost.
Yeah, he's sing-talking.
Yeah.
And then once the beat drops,
he starts rapping. He starts rapping, yeah.
It's got a decent build-up, and then it kind of, at the end, it like lets it kind of go, slowly. And
it's very,
really nice.
It's very kind of, what's the word? Very, not theatrical, but very like full. It's a very full from like start to beginning. It has like a build up and like, the kind of song that Steven and I like. It has a build up and then the main part and then like kind of like a fade out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's really nice. It's a really nice song. You gotta either watch the music video or you're listening to the audio version. I put a little snippet in there, but it's a pretty cool song.
Go check it out. All
right. Next we have Ennis Yoon-G featuring MC Mong with their song Wifey.
Now, Ennis Yoon-G, she put out a song called like Yashishie or something like that. That song for me was pretty catchy. This song is super throwback to like the 90s. When we were watching it, I was saying to Steven, like, this could be a really bad like TLC song or a really bad Mariah Carey song.
This song is so 90s.
It's so 90s, and I love it because it has a beat that I like, and it's just kind of like I want to bob my head to it. It's Red Velvet's Automatic, but much better.
I can agree to that. I don't like this kind of song.
Yeah, Steven doesn't. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna like. If you want to listen to an Ennis Yoon-G song, you gotta listen to Ennis Yoon-G song with Jay Park.
Oh yeah, what was that song?
If you love me, that's a goddamn good song.
If you love me,
and it's got the Jay Park that we like on there. But this song is just too 90s. It's just too boring for me. I'm sorry.
It's my style. Yeah. If you agree with my style more than Steven's style, I know we kind of differ sometimes. I'll give it a shot. You might like it. If you don't like it, then you probably like what Steven likes, and then I'm not your friend.
But there's like a good middle ground in between us. I think if you're in the middle ground, you wouldn't like the song either. Like, but
you have to really, really, really kind of line up with my tastes. I think,
which I don't.
But anyway, give it a shot.
Listen to the Jay Park song. Yeah. All right, next, is you or me? I don't even. It's you.
It's me. I don't know. Because I was supposed to do Stellar, I think.
It doesn't matter. It's 2 a.m.
Yeah, I'm so tired now.
Let's do this last song.
This last song is by MFBTY, otherwise known as Busy, Yoonmi Ray, and Tiger JK, featuring Rap Monster, Double E, and Dino-J with BuckuBucku.
BuckuBucku. MFBTY, of course, is I think the Korean equivalent to the Brown Eyed Peas. Like, their sound is very Brown Eyed Peas.
That cracks me up. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's 2 a.m.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I've heard that correlation from a lot of people. Of course, Yoonmi Ray, very famous. One of the only Korean rappers from 10 years ago. I mean, she hasn't done that much recently. Of course, Tiger JK, also like one of the people that brought hip-hop to Korea. But also, he kind of faded off, for a while. And MFBTY, I guess they brought in their friend Busy and was like, yo, you want to make this project group? And they did. Yeah. And they released, I think 2 years ago, they released some tracks that were decent. But yeah, this BuckuBucku song, I mean...
Song is weird.
It sounds weird, man.
It's weird though. I don't know if I like it or don't like it.
Like the beat is really good.
I have to listen to it some more.
Like it is a really good headbanging, just like a very simplistic American beat, right? It's a very simplistic, very catchy beat. The rapping, they have like 5 rappers. I mean, they got Yumi Ray raps, Tiger JK raps, and Busy raps, and Rap Monster raps. This Leprechaun raps. And then another guy raps. I guess Dino-J. And so like
that's literally what her voice sounds like.
She I don't know if she's Double E or if she's Dino-J, but she is fucking awful.
It's fucking annoying. Oh my god.
Like if you think
definitely don't like that part.
Yeah, if you think G-Man from AOA has an annoying voice, like check out this song because it's fucking blowing
just for the lulls.
But like I think Busy's part is really good. I think Yumi Ray's part's really good.
Rap Monster's part
is really good. Even the Dino-J part I thought was okay. I've never liked Tiger JK's rapping style. And of course
he's kind of like Mad Clown for you, right? Like
he does like where it's like I know I don't understand Korean, but like
he tried to put a hex on you.
I know. It's like enunciate your fucking words, bro. Like you're a rapper, man.
Oh god.
Like, but and then of course Leprechaun Girl like is just
fucking terrible. She's fucking terrible.
But if you do enjoy, I mean, MFBTY had another song called "Bang Diddy Bang Bang," which is more standard MFBTY.
You might like that song.
You might like that song more, but again, I think it's very strange. Again, it's a very 90s sounding song. They even dress very 90s. The 90s are huge in Korea now.
Yeah. Throwback.
Yeah. Which is not, I don't even know if it's a throwback in Korea or if this is just when it's
popular, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Took them like maybe 2 decades.
Yeah. But anyway, that's MFBTY. If you enjoy Black Eyed Peas, like some of the Black Eyed Peas songs are shitty, but they're catchy as shit.
Louder.
It's a little more complicated than maybe some Black Eyed Peas songs. But yeah.
I'm getting fidgety and tired.
All right, well, let's end this. That was episode 66.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys again in 2 weeks. I think this is the 3rd time in a row we've recorded on time, Josh.
Hey, we really shouldn't be congratulating ourselves for that.
For being on time. We should really try to start earlier.
I'm sorry I was late today.
You got shit to do.
Yeah, I was busy.
But all right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully this kind of uptick in K-pop quality has gotten you more excited. Of course, Big Bang's coming out. Oh, wait, no, they're not.
Yeah, that was apparently a lie.
That was a lie, apparently. But Girls' Generation is supposed to come out with a full album, except there are 0 expectations for that shit. At least for me.
There's like 8 people in it. They're not full 9 anymore.
How do you know? Maybe they'll bring her in again. Just kidding. She's been like banished to China.
She has been banished to China.
Like, has she even been back since then? I don't even
know. I don't even know she's part of SM anymore.
All right. Well, while you're talking to a wall, okay, for our podcast, we'll end it here. So we'll see you guys.
I just realized your wall has glitter in it.
It does have glitter.
Sorry, I got distracted.
It's a little glittery.
Shiny.
Bye. Speaking of shiny, when are they coming back?
Bye.
Never.